violent riots outside the police station in Karnataka in 2022, where police came under attack and hundreds were booked and arrested. But 2 years on, the Karnataka government has decided to drop these cases of rioting. In what has sparked off a political firestorm, the Karnataka government has withdrawn an old case of rioting in the Hubbali police station. Some of the accused in the case, this includes AIMIM chief, the leader, Muhammad Arif, as well as others accused of leading a mob that attacked the police station. Well, sources are saying that the law department, that police department and Department of Prosecution have objected to the case being dropped. But despite that, the state government decided to overrule the objections of its own police and drop the cases. In fact, let's tell you what exactly it is that the BJP has been saying and alleging against the Congress government of Karnataka.
Congress party always puts vote bank interest above nation's interest and state's interest. And yet another evidence of this is when the Karnataka government has withdrawn the cases against MIM leaders who were charged with very serious sections. Even then, the Karnataka government overruled that and has given a clean sheet and has withdrawn cases against MIM leaders just because DK Shivkumarji wants that. Congress is now becoming a new Muslim League party. It is no longer a party that represents the interests of all Indians. It only caters to one vote bank interest, which we have seen even that spokespersons have admitted that Congress party only gets the votes of Muslims.
So there you just heard, as per the BJP, it is nothing but appeasement politics which has happened. Meanwhile, let's also tell you about the kind of grave charges that these rioters, alleged rioters, were facing, which have now been dropped. Section 307, which is attempt to murder, is just one of them. There are several others as well. Section 147, which is that of rioting. Also, there is Section 148, armed with deadly weapon, as well as Section 323, which is voluntarily causing hurt. And then you have Section 333, voluntarily causing injury to a public servant. After all, this, remember, was because they had attacked a police station. Also, Section 353, to deter the public servant from discharge of duty, is one of the charges that these rioters had faced. And now they have been withdrawn, despite the fact that the police themselves had said that these charges must remain. But let me also remind you of the timeline. It's important for us to remind our viewers as to what really had happened, which led to all of this. In April 2022, there were riots in front of the old Hubbali police station. These are the visuals that we are getting for you, where the entire mob had turned violent and turned up against the police itself. There was anger over communal social media post which was come in, and following which there were 4 policemen who were injured in these riots as the mob attacked them. There were 12 FIRs which were filed, and not just that, 158 people were arrested after these brutal attacks, where the entire mob had converged upon the police station in Hubbali. Now, DK Shivakumar had then written to the government in October 2023. He had requested the case against these accused to be dropped. This is last year in October itself, remember. Now, the state government has dropped the case against the accused following it. So, why is it that the Congress's DK Shivakumar wanted this case to be dropped, and why has the Karnataka government really dropped the case, despite the fact that its own police department had asked for these cases and these charges not to be dropped? Well, listen in to Congress's justification. This is DK Suresh.
So the government in the cabinet yesterday has decided to drop a case in Hubbali, sir, the rioting case.
That we will discuss on.
Had very serious charges, sir.
Correct. Today we are celebrating Vijayadashmi, Dasara. All other issues we will discuss tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Whenever we are free, please come, we will discuss. I don't want to discuss any political issues.